Welcome back to the channel. This is Punched. Today we're going to talk about the turn 10 intentions for the Germans and the French. So the game on the board is Grognard Simulations, Armored Knights, Guderian crosses the Meuse. It is turn 10, 0400 hour turn on 14 May 1940. It's the Battle of Sedan. Little orientation. Sedan has already been taken. The Germans have pontoon bridges up and have fully crossed the 19th Corps, 19th Panzer Corps troops and the 1st Panzer Division. They are starting to cross significant numbers of the 10th Panzer Division troops, even without a bridge at this point. This turn we will get the bridge in the 2nd Panzer Division sector and begin to cross their units. So the French, for their part, have brought almost all of their units, except for these poor units right here. They brought them all over to the other side of the canal. They are going to be preparing defenses and distributing their units appropriately. So the Germans' 1st Panzer will be roughly in this sector, more or less. 2nd Panzer will occupy this sector, which is towards the Meuse River. 10th Panzer, as they cross, they will begin to take up defensive positions along this line, more or less, in anticipation of the counterattack by the 21st French Corps. The release condition for the 21st French Corps to come up from the south is cross at least one unit over the Ardennes Canal here. So those are the intentions. I think it will be one turn more, perhaps one more turn before I bother trying to cross the canal. I want the entirety of the 10th Panzer Division to have crossed over and to taken up their defensive positions, and that should work. On the one hand, I would say that this is a bit of gameplay because one would think that I know what's going on, right? As a player, I might know a bit too much. However, here is one of the scenarios provided by the game, and this is the counterattack of 21st Corps. So, in particular, So this particular scenario starts at 0800 on the 15th. So roughly 28 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 turns after the current turn is when the scenario starts, and you can see the initial setup has 10th Panzer Division and the Grossdeutschland Infantry Regiment here, already in prepared defensive positions. 10th Panzer is covering the sector, and so it appears that, at least historically, the Germans were aware of at least the threat, if not the reality, of the counterattack. So I think it is reasonable for me to have this knowledge and to act pretty much in accordance with how the Germans were going to act. So again, as a bit of gameplay, I have total control over the release. As the German player, I have total control over the release of the French counterattack, because until I cross one unit over this canal, they cannot even come on the map. So I have complete and total control over it. Well, that's it. That's the intentions for this next turn, and I don't think it will be a very exciting turn. I'm not intending to get into much combat aside from nipping off this last remaining French unit or units right here. That should do it. We'll see you down the road.